Why not?
Listen, I'm not going to allow the gaslighting and fear-mongering coming from this piece of shit Trump administration to keep me from speaking out against all the horrible things that are happening in this country because of this administration through ICE agents, Border Patrol agents, and National Guards troops. I read a story this morning. It was so damn heartbreaking, and it pissed me off. And it made me think. My daughter asked me yesterday, how's your mental health right now, Dad? How are you doing? Because I know a lot of the stuff that's going on in this country is heavy on your heart. I watched some of your videos and I know you're probably going through some things. So I just want to check in with you and make sure you're good. And I reassured her that, listen, I am good. There are some days these things piss me off and I just want to put my camera down and never do it again. And then there are some days where I get excited to get up and talk to you guys about these things because I think it's so important. So I appreciate her checking in on me and I appreciate you guys checking in on me as well. But this story was about a girl who goes to college in Massachusetts. As far as her parents knew, she wasn't going to be able to visit them on Thanksgiving. But she decided she was going to surprise them and go and visit them in Texas on Thanksgiving. Again, she goes to college in Massachusetts. She's from Honduras, but her parents brought her here when she was 8 years old. This is all she knows is America. So she decides she's going to go surprise her parents. I imagine she's packing her bags, just pretty damn excited to go and surprise her parents. It makes me think of when our daughters told us, hey, we're going to be able to come home and visit you guys for Thanksgiving. We got excited. My daughter texted me a couple of days ago and said, hey, I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm leaving today around 3 o'clock to come and see you. She texted me because we have been texting. So I told my wife, hey, our daughter's coming today. She was so damn excited. And then we knew that our other daughter was going to be leaving at 7 a.m. on Thanksgiving morning to come and see us as well. If you're a parent who has kids in college, you understand when your kids are going to come and visit you, how excited you get. So I can imagine her parents were feeling pretty bad that they weren't going to get to see her on Thanksgiving. But she decided, I'm going to go and surprise them. So she's in her room. She's packing her bag. She's probably excited about going to see her parents. She goes to the airport. She goes through security. She goes through baggage claim. And then she's told that there's a problem with her boarding pass. So they pull her to the side. Then all of a sudden, ICE agents show up. They detain her. Her lawyer files some type of thing in court. A federal judge grants her 72 hours of them not being able to deport her. That way she can get a hearing or whatever. ICE agents, or this Trump administration, this piece of shit administration, decided to defy that order and deport her anyway within those 72 hours. Again, she's been in America since she was 8 years old. She's attending college. She's a college freshman. The girl wants to go visit her parents, come back home, take her finals, and whatever. But instead, she's now deported to Honduras. She had to connect with her grandparents in Honduras so that she could know someone there. She's barely been able to contact her friends, her family, her parents, because communication in the area that she's living in Honduras is very shoddy. There are people in the comments, and this is what I think pisses me off the most, is the lack of compassion from regular everyday people. Like, I don't know if my neighbors think this way or people that I used to associate with, former friends, think this way. But when I see people in the comments saying, oh, well, I don't care. She should have been a citizen. Oh, well, go to hell back to Honduras. Send them all back. I imagine if I knew someone who said something like that to my face about one of these people, it would be bad. It would be so bad. I can't imagine how I would react to someone having such a lack of fucking compassion for people. The girl, by all stretches of the imagination, was in this country doing everything we would want immigrants in this country to do. She was going to college. She was not a criminal. She's just a good person trying to get the American dream like everyone else. The girl was literally just trying to surprise her damn parents. Imagine her parents not knowing that she was even going to come and see them for Thanksgiving. Finding out that while she was trying to show up and surprise them, fucking ICE agents detained her and deported her within 72 hours. I cannot even tell you how much a story like this pisses me off. It really does. Like, I've said so many times that we do not hate these people enough. We do not hate Donald Trump enough. We do not hate the whole entire fucking administration enough. We do not hate these ICE agents, these Border Patrol agents, these National Guards troops enough. I know some of them are going to say we're just doing our job. Fuck it. I don't care. It's a horrible job that you're doing. I think if you find out, hey, this girl is in college. She's in college. She's doing everything right. We didn't see her. Yeah, we tried, but we didn't see her. She got on a plane somehow. She's in Texas seeing her family. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next person. I don't know, but the girl's like 18 or 19 years old. I have a 20-year-old daughter and a 23-year-old daughter, 24-year-old daughter. I can't even imagine having to think about what my daughter went through in those 48 to 72 hours that she was being detained in the country that she loves. Being detained, being put on a plane, and sent back to Honduras. Remember when Donald Trump and his administration said, we're going to go after the criminals? They're going after college students. I don't give a fuck if this is what you voted for. I don't even care to know if this is what you voted for. If you did, you're a piece of shit. Like, you really are. You are. If you voted for a girl who goes to college, who probably was friends, I can imagine she had friends at that small college that she went to whose parents are running around saying, this is what we voted for. You're a piece of shit, along with this Trump administration. That's what I believe. This girl was 19 years old. I can't imagine my daughter at 19 years old being detained, being put in some type of detention center, and then being put on a plane and just dropped off in the country you have no understanding about at all. So yeah, when I read these types of stories, I really do think to myself, what more can I do? What more can we do? Because it feels like there's not much. It just feels like the more we do, the more protesting we do, the speaking out we do, the phone calls we make, all these things that we're doing, we're still having to read stories like this. Yeah, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. I feel for those family. I feel for that family. I feel for those parents who probably feel so guilty that they brought their daughter here when she was 8 years old. And now here they are, 10, 11 years later, dealing with her being deported when she was doing everything the right way. Everything the right way. And, you know, we saw Donald Trump bring in a bunch of white South Africans. Completely okay with these people coming here. Disregarding this young girl, whatever struggles she might have being in Honduras now. Disregarding that. But at the same time, bringing in white South Africans who he claimed were being persecuted that no one can really corroborate. This is the racism that we talk about. If this girl were a blonde-haired girl from South Africa, she'd be safe here. She'd be A-okay, because the people that he's allowing to stay or even bringing into this country are people who are trying to do the same exact thing that this young girl was doing. Living out the American dream. Wanting to go to college, a small business college that she was going to, paying probably a lot of money to go to that college, just to get a degree, to give back to a country that she feels probably gave so much to her. And now she's in another country she knows nothing about, sitting there wondering what she did wrong. And she had traveled before. Are they really at the point in their list of deportations where they're going after 18-year-old college students who've been here since they were 8 years old? Like, what the hell is wrong with this country? It's absolutely disheartening that we have to read and hear about horrible stories like this, that this family has to go through something as horrible as this. Yeah. My mental health is fine. It is, but there are some days that these things do weigh really heavy on me. They really do, where I really do think that we're just in a system that's so bad. And, you know, before you guys ask, I've taken mental breaks from this. I've definitely toned down my amount of videos that I make per day, because I have figured, you know what, if I make a video or two a day, that's going to be fine for now, because yeah, some of this stuff is weighed heavy. And I appreciate my daughter, like, you know, asking me straight up, Dad, how's your mental health, bro? You know, as much as sometimes they can be really, really funny and we can just have fun, you know, I do appreciate my daughter checking in on me. I appreciate you guys doing that too. And you know what? We all need a mental break sometimes, you know. Sometimes the holidays do that for us. Yeah, if you guys follow my TikTok at all, for the most part, it's the same content as I have on YouTube, and I haven't really posted on there lately, but my family made a dancing TikTok last night, and it was cool, and so we put that on TikTok from our Thanksgiving thing. So that's just the fun side of me. But yeah, just wanted to, you know, interest you guys with that story and talk about, you know, just, it's rough. It's rough for some of these families, man. It's very rough for some of these families to deal with that on Thanksgiving. That hit me. It really did. So I hope you guys are enjoying your couple of days here, maybe doing some shopping on Black Friday. Hope it's all working out for you guys. As always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in their heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.